So I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about how to get a raise, a promotion, or a better job, and the right way to go about doing that, okay? So to give you a little bit of better perspective on how to approach this and to prepare yourself. So there are three main questions you want to ask yourself before you go about, say, asking for a raise or shooting for a higher level position or getting that promotion. So the first question you want to focus on is why. So why am I seeking a promotion? So you want to be clear on this, clear in your mind. So obviously you need the money. You need to buy more things. You want to, provide for your family, your friends, whatever your needs are. We understand that, that's obvious, but be clear in your mind. But maybe there's a status behind it. Maybe you want the status of a new title, or maybe you just want the additional responsibility or influence that comes along with it. These are all perfectly fine. Of course, opportunities to grow, overcome your challenges, or get out of a boring job, perhaps. Maybe that's another reason. And the chance to show your leadership, show what you can do. These are all good. So be clear on that before you go about asking. That's number one, okay? But once you've got that, once you're clear, the second question you want to ask yourself is why now, okay? So why is now the right time? You got to be clear on timing, okay? So why is now the right time? So some of the things you need to ask yourself is, in your current role, right? Have you learned everything there is to learn, right? So are you perhaps ready to leave your position because you've done everything you could done? If there's no more possibility for you to grow or learn, make sure of that, because you don't want to leave additional opportunities on the table by stepping out a little bit too prematurely, and maybe that costs you in the new position. You're just not ready for it, and you don't get off to a good start, or it ends poorly. So make sure you do everything you can in your current position to max out your potential there, okay? Next, think about that role, the new role. Is it going to bring you joy and happiness? Are you going to be satisfied there? Is it going to be fulfilling, okay? Maybe the role you're in now is so boring, you're done with it, and you've got to move on, you think anything is better. That's fine, but make sure the new role is going to be fulfilling for you, at least in your mind, okay? And be ready, of course, to increase your workload, to be challenged in that new role. So are you ready right now for that responsibility? Because when you get in there, there's a big learning curve perhaps, and that's going to mean additional work. It's going to stress you out a little bit, but it's going to eventually go smoothly once you get the hang of it. But just be prepared for that learning curve. So make sure now is the right time to take on all that, and make sure now you are personally developed, that you have that stability that a hiring manager is going to count on. And do you have that energy? Do you have the mindset to handle this job? Because this is where it comes into view from the employer's perspective. So if you're not ready for this, it's going to show in the employer's mind, and perhaps it's not going to end well, okay? So make sure you have that mindset and you're ready to do it, okay? And final question is explaining yourself, okay? Are you ready to pitch yourself and justify yourself? So why are you ideal for this role? Why should they hire you, okay? So many other people, maybe your peers, are going to be applying for this job as well, or asking for the promotion, but you've got to come off as one who just stands out, that you can be extraordinary and demonstrate things like that you are accomplished, okay? That you have done something very special in your previous roles, that you've mastered those positions, and that you can convince them that you're ready for the new challenge, you're eager to take it on, okay? Next, are you qualified? So naturally, you gotta make sure you tick off all the boxes in terms of the job requirements, that you can do everything that the job requires. But not only that that you can do it with skill, that you can exceed in that role. Not that you just meet basic requirements. Again, that being distinctive is what's key here. So being qualified is great. It's going to get you, noticed, but it's not going to get you the job, okay? So you got to identify what you will bring personally, what's special about you to the role. So maybe you speak a few different languages, or you have various expertise in some of those roles. Perhaps that's heavy equipment work, concrete work, electrical work. You have that expertise. Maybe you have certifications or apprenticeships. Maybe you just have a lot of experience, okay? But whatever it is, make sure you can detail it, okay? Or even show how you've done well in the past to raise sales or revenues or prevent losses or improve the safety efforts on the job. So think of those kind of things, how you can stand out, and make sure you're ready before you go ahead, ask for that raise, promotion, or better job. So again, the 3 big questions you gotta ask yourself: why am I seeking a promotion? Why is now the right time? And why are you the ideal candidate? How are you gonna pitch yourself? And how are you gonna impress over all the others? So make sure you're clear in your mind on these things before you go ahead. And this is the right way, okay? This is the right way to go ahead to get the money, to get the better job you want, okay? So